What's going on, guys? Welcome to our YouTube channel, and we're really excited to go over on how you can start finding wholesalers and distributors for your Amazon wholesale business. This is one of the most frequent questions that we get, and it's a difficult thing to kind of perfect and to know how to vet distributors. So we're going to go over and just kind of talk about the things that we look for when it comes to wholesalers and distributors. If you like this video, subscribe for more, like and comment, and share the video as well. So Alex, how do you typically find wholesalers and distributors? What is your initial play?
My go-to, right? Go-to. Yeah. So honestly, my go-to is really focusing on the local market. I would say 3 out of the 5 distributors I work with are all in the local area. And it gives me the ability to have a good connection with them. And for me, it's helped me grow my business and establish better pricing with a lot of these guys.
And how do you go about finding, these local wholesalers and distributors and things of that nature?
Yeah, so one of them I actually found through a trade show. I went to a trade show. I was able to establish a relationship with one of these distributors and then just started working with them gradually, getting better pricing, building out that relationship. Another way is just simply go on Google and, Google grocery distributors in whatever state you're at. Let's say it's Florida, grocery distributors Florida. A list of a bunch of distributors will pop up and you'll be able to contact and reach out to these distributors. And like you kind of always say, all right, you reach out to 10 distributors, you don't find any luck. Mm-hmm. It's all about reaching out to over 100 distributors because a small fraction of those distributors are going to have profitable inventory.
Yeah, I think a big thing that we kind of hear often, at least for myself, is people that want to start Amazon wholesale and they're like, oh, I reached out to 5, 10, 15, maybe 20 distributors and I just can't find anything that works.
Yeah.
And it's like, you haven't done the work. Of course it hasn't worked. You expected, you just expected to find a few suppliers and stumble upon a very profitable business. It takes work, it takes time. And that's why, at least in my opinion, what your strategy should be in your business is to find hundreds of distributors. Don't minimize or don't cap the amount of opportunities that you can find. That just doesn't make sense. You want to be able to go and find as many companies as you can. And you might say, but Paul, that's overwhelming. How can I find 100 distributors? There's thousands and thousands and thousands of distributors in the United States. And when I go on Google, and specifically I'll share with you the keywords that I look for, I'm able to find 40 to 50 distributors in just one simple Google search.
Yeah.
Through just the keyword itself, through trade shows, through directories, through all these different things. And what I typically like to search up is wholesale category distributor. So if you wanted to search beauty distributors, you do wholesale beauty distributors. If you want to find, let's say, video game distributors, wholesale video game distributors. And I would almost go off the categories that exist on Amazon. For an example, let's say personal care. I don't necessarily think looking up beauty is a good term. You want to be a little bit more specific, right? So if you went wholesale personal care distributors or wholesale deodorant distributors or wholesale insert whatever you think, you will find results. And the reason why you're going to find so many results, and a thing that you will notice on Google, is that when you go on Google and you see the SEO, which is the description of that specific business, you will see that there's things that are bolded. The things that are bolded are the search terms that you are searching. So look on the results that are populating and see what is frequently popping up on these different companies, and then use those keywords as an advantage to then change the phrase. And you notice that there's a lot of different keywords that other suppliers are using in their phrases. Then go to wholesale their phrase distributors or wholesale whatever phrase suppliers, and you'll notice you're going to get different results every single time.
Yeah, I think just Instagram paints a different picture about how easy Amazon is.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand is there's a lot of legwork involved in the first year. When you're first starting out on Amazon, it's a lot of kind of locking yourself in the room, focusing on finding as many distributors as possible, and not just finding them, but actually creating some sort of database so you're able to follow up with them, take notes of what that conversation looked like, possibly follow up in 6 months when something changes. You know, having a structure is so important in the early stages of building that business when you're looking for those wholesale suppliers.
Absolutely. Yeah. Finding wholesalers and distributors is actually one of the, if not the easiest parts in this business.
Yeah.
What is challenging is landing wholesale accounts and creating those relationships and making them profitable. A lot of people that we work with that come into our one-on-one coaching, they actually have a lot of really good suppliers on their hands. They just don't know how to navigate the relationship in a manner that people like Alex and myself, where we've grown 8-figure businesses on Amazon, we understand what these distributors are looking for and how to communicate with them in order for us to become a desirable customer to these companies.
It's exactly that. You know, before selling on Amazon, I used to be a sales rep, and we would get all these unprofessional people calling our company looking to open up a wholesale account. And the majority of them would say, all right, this is a waste of a time as a sales rep that's working on commission. You really have to like think in the perspective of the rep. If I'm a rep that needs to work on commission, am I going to want to work with a customer who is annoying to deal with, who's only spending $500 a month? Like, for me, that would be a no.
I'm going to give you 10 different methods right now that you can use in your business to find wholesalers and distributors. First one is going to be Google, just simple Google search. Next one is Google Maps. Third one is going to be Yellow Pages. Fourth one is going to be Trucks on the Road. Fifth are going to be your local stores that you can walk into every single day. Number 6 is going to be ChatGPT. Number 7 is going to be Spy Fu. Number 8 is going to be trade shows. You know, number 9 would be even communicating with local grocery stores or looking at pallets. Like, you know, I kind of mentioned stores, but you can literally look at pallets and there'll be pallet labels. Like, there'll be times where I'm in Walmart and I'm trying to read the label to see where they're buying stuff from. LinkedIn is another method. Like, there's so many methods to finding wholesalers and distributors. What you need to do, and something that needs to be a priority in your business, is having the correct organization in order to manage your leads. You can find all the wholesalers in the world and you can have the best conversations in the world. If they don't open up the account on the spot and you have no way to follow up, then you're just climbing an uphill battle. This is the first system in your business that you need to understand that business is all about structure and organization, and you set yourself up for success with a good system to follow up on these suppliers. You will land profitable accounts, and the majority of the accounts that I work with today are businesses that usually denied me at first, and I had a good follow-up system where I followed up in the time frame that they said, and I came back to them and I said, hey, my name is Paul from XYZ company, are we ready to do business? And all of a sudden the account opens and we start doing a lot of business with them.
It's all about documenting when you start to do this supplier outreach, documenting who you spoke with, what she said, if they're not onboarding any e-commerce at this time. All right, is that okay if I follow up 3 to 4 months to see if anything changes? When you call back, hey, I spoke with Suzanne and at the front desk, she had mentioned I should call back in regards to opening up an account. Yeah. Is there someone in sales I can talk to get this going? Like, just putting in the work, and it's not gonna be overnight. You're not gonna land the best accounts overnight. You know, it's going to also take time for you to get comfortable talking with a lot of these suppliers. A lot of people struggle with talking to suppliers on the phone, and it's such a life skill to be good on the phone and to be able to connect with the right people and make things happen.
And one last thing to wrap up this video, the big thing that's happening in the Amazon space today that I think is important to cover in this video as we're talking about suppliers is Section 3 and buying from authorized suppliers. It's so crucial in your business to know the difference between a shady supplier, someone that you do not want to even remotely do business with, compared to a real corporation, right? A real business. And the difference between the two is that a real business has infrastructure, right? Like most people, the traditional route is going to college, getting a good job. These businesses, these corporations, when people become sales reps, when people become going into accounting or marketing, these are the departments where people are going to work for, right? They're looking for careers. That's a telltale sign for you, is that when you're looking at a wholesale distributor's website, do they mention a career path for people? Do they offer opportunity? Do they offer something of substance to the economy? Right? That's the way to start thinking about this. You just need a few distributors to make at least a few $1,000s a month. And if you have like 5 to 8 distributors that are solid, you can easily make $20,000 to $30,000 a month. And I don't want to say that it happens quick. It takes time. But the opportunity for growth in this business is a lot. It just takes a little bit of time. And that's really the key in this business, is making sure that you're buying from authorized distributors. It will help you sleep better at night. It will help you understand that you can scale this business to the size. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, if Alex's profile is at, what's your YouTube channel?
It's Alex KFBA.
And my YouTube channel is going to be Realized Profits. If you have any questions or anything, let us know. Follow us on Instagram at Realized Profits.
At FBA Boss.
And if you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Any videos you guys want us to kind of cover as well, let us know. Alex and I will get together, record some content, and we'll see you soon.